Hey everyone, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another Tuesday, another tip of the week. I don't know if you know this, but we've officially been hosting our tip of the week on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. for over a year now. And I don't know how many of you have been here since the beginning, or maybe you just found out about our tips of the week on Tuesday recently. Either way, I am so glad that you're here. If you're joining us live this morning, I would love to shout you out in the comments. So say hi, let us know where you're joining from, how long you've been watching the tip of the week for, or if you're catching us on replay, definitely still comment. We love to see where everyone is joining us from. So I just want to reflect for a moment and talk about what your favorite tip has been so far, or maybe one that really stuck with your family or with your classroom. I'm sure some tips were easier to talk about with your kiddos, and some may have felt a little tougher. I'd love to hear about your thoughts. How have been our tips for home or for your classroom? And don't forget, you can always catch the replays for our tips of the week. So you can see all of our tips from the very beginning on YouTube. You just have to search our channel, Lil Iguana Safety. So if you're new here, quick tip, you can sign up to get a text message reminder for when we go live every Tuesday at 10 a.m. You just have to text the number 844-385-7419, and I'll send you out a text message reminder for when we go live every Tuesday at 10 a.m. so that you'll never miss a tip. And if you need to catch us on replay later, it'll be a good reminder for you to check out our YouTube after the tip. So last week we talked about kindness and our kindness challenge, and we kind of wrap that into back to school. And we did give out free $10 gift cards through email to kick off our kindness challenge so that you can get some of kindness resources, our kindness workbook, our kindness party planning kit, stuff like that. So if you didn't get or use your $10 gift card yet, make sure you check your inbox from last week for last week's email for your unique gift card code. And speaking of kindness, last week we talked about kindness, our kindness challenge, and kicking off the school year with total kindness. And I wanted to have you make it part of your daily routine by checking in with your kiddo and asking them, what is one kind thing that you did today to make someone's day a little bit brighter? And I'd love to hear some of those kindness stories. So at home, in the classroom, in your community, how are you and your family and your kids spreading kindness? So you can share those on social media with us, or you can submit our kindness challenge form on itseasytobekind.org. And I'd love to shout you out on social media, and you can share how you're spreading kindness in your home or in your community or in your classroom. And we've been talking a lot about back to school season. It's hard for us parents, it's hard for kiddos, it's hard for us teachers. Your child is going to be surrounded with new faces, some familiar faces, some of those I think I might know them faces. And it can be confusing for kids to figure out, who can I trust? Who is a stranger? At Lil Iguana, we like to keep it super simple. A stranger is anyone you don't have permission to go with right then and there, even if it's someone you know. Do I have permission? Yes. That person is no longer a stranger. Do I have permission? No. That person is a stranger. So that means every time your child wants to do something or go somewhere, they need to get permission from the adult in charge. And this way, that adult knows who your child is with and where they're going to be going or what they're going to be doing. So at school, the adult in charge might be their teacher or an after school coordinator, or during the school year, it could be a coach or a dance instructor or your after school camp counselor. It's important to talk to your kids about who that person is when you're not there? Who is the adult in charge? Who's going to be watching them or looking after them? Who is that person that they need to go to and ask for permission if they want to go somewhere or if they want to do something? And remember, permission is 3 easy steps. Looking the adult in charge right in the eyeballs, asking if you can go somewhere or if you can do something, and then getting a clear yes before you go. So permission in 3 steps is eyeballs, ask, yes. It's super simple, but very powerful. And why is permission so important? Because kids can feel unsure or they can feel pressured in new situations, especially around people that they kind of know. And that's where the trouble can sneak in. So if the adult in charge knows where they're going or who they're going with, it makes it easy and it makes it very simple for the child and for the adult. And we hear a lot at Lil Iguana at our in-school programs, our in-community programs, and through social media and through email. Oh, I don't need to teach get permission. I don't need to teach who's a stranger. Because my child and I, we have a password system in place. So that's all that we need. We just need the password. So I'm going to make up a password. I'm going to share it with my child. And then if they need to go somewhere, if they need to do something, I'm going to share that password with the adult that's picking them up or, the person that's going to be in charge of them. Okay. So now you and another adult know that password and your child knows that password. So if you are really going to keep a good password system, you should change your password every time your child needs to go somewhere new with a new person or do something new. So then you're changing your password over and over again. And what password are we up to? I don't even remember. My child definitely doesn't remember. And is it like our pet's name? Is it some like nickname for our child? Is it like the school that we go to? Is it easy to trick your child with that password? So let's just take all these like scenarios out of it, all of these situations that could possibly be out of it. Do I have permission? Yes. That person is no longer a stranger. Do I have permission? No. That person is a stranger. So it just is so much easier. Takes the guesswork out for your child, takes the guesswork out for parents and adults. Does this child have permission to go? If they do, that's great. If they don't, that person is a stranger and they can't go with that person or they can't do that thing. So permission isn't about fear. It's about giving a clear and positive tool to use in everyday situations. And if you're trying to teach get permission, or if you're trying to teach who's a stranger, or any of Lil Iguana's other 20 safety and well-being topics, we have so many resources to help you teach, discuss, and reinforce these lessons. So we have our original educational music that you can stream anywhere you get your streaming, any streaming platform, and for free on YouTube. If you're trying to teach through stories, we have our Storytime podcast, Lil Iguana and Friends. And we have episodes on kindness and safety and getting permission and who is a stranger and buckling up your seatbelt and more. And you can stream our Lil Iguana and Friends Storytime podcast anywhere that you get your podcasts, any streaming platform. We have hundreds of worksheets and printables and activities that are ready to download or ready to print that you can use in your home or in your classroom to teach, discuss, and reinforce these topics. And of course, you can always reach out to us, experts on speed dial, on social media, through email, in our Raising Safe Kids Facebook group. So if you're on Facebook, if you're joining us on Facebook, join our Raising Safe Kids Facebook group. We're in there talking about safety lessons, connecting with other parents and educators, talking about who's a stranger, How do I talk about get permission with my kid? So, parents, caregivers, teachers, we're here to support you, to answer your questions, and to cheer you on every step of the way. So, what do you need? What do you need help with? We have the resources, we have the experts to help you. And this week, I want you to take some action steps. I want you to take 3 steps to teach and reinforce these lessons to help them stick with your kiddos this week. First, I want you to talk to your child about who is the adult in charge in different settings. Talk about at school, sports, after care. Is it a babysitter? Who is in charge of your child? Who is their adult in charge? Then I want you to practice permission, role playing, looking the adult in charge right in the eyeballs, asking, and getting a yes. And then I want you to practice reinforcing that rule. So, a stranger is anyone you don't have permission to go with right then. Let's see how that goes. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being part of this community, whether it's your first time joining us for our tip of the week or you're here every week since the first one. Thank you so much for joining us this Tuesday, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 10 a.m. for another tip of the week. Until then, remember, safety starts with simple, easy, take the guesswork out habits, just like get permission first. We will see you next Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week.